If you don't have access to your website, you don't have a website. You got a billboard. You have a digital billboard because you can't do anything to it. You need to always have at least a login to your website so that you can make changes or get someone else to. If you don't have that, don't buy it. If somebody refuses to give you a login to your own site, that is a no-go. Now look, I'll sell you a website and it'll be hosted on my servers. So you can't necessarily own it, but you can have access to it. And depending on the kind of site, you can own it too. It can be created in your own account. It just depends on the kind of site that you have. But you need access to it. It belongs to you. And your domain, oh my gosh, your domain, y'all, domain. You must have your domain in your own account. You also need to make sure that the contact information on that domain is yours. Because if your name isn't on there, like sometimes I'll have a client who insists that I get their domain and keep it in my account. Fine. I will tell you, I charge for that. If I'm responsible for your domain, I absolutely will add a surcharge onto that for being responsible for that. I prefer that you do it yourself, but if you insist, I'll do it. But if the contact information is mine and I die, you have no access to that domain at all. You can call GoDaddy and beg as much as you want. They will not give it to you. And let me tell you, GoDaddy now owns companies whose job is to snap up expired domains. See that right there? There are people who make a living off of this. Your domain expires and they go in and they buy it.
How does it expire? I don't know too much about it.
You pay for hosting. So your domain is basically your street address. And you pay for that street address, you know, a year or 2 years, 3 years at a time or whatever. So you have it paid for that period of time. If at the end of the time when they say, hey, it's time to renew, you don't renew, there's a small grace period in there and then they put it up for auction and it's sold.
See,